final heat race. Don't forget, of course, plenty of action throughout the afternoon here at Kimbolton at round number 6 of the Hunts Kart Racing Club Championship. We've got our Micromax final heat in just a few moments. That'll be followed by the repechage races for the junior and senior Rotax, heading through to our finals throughout the afternoon here at Kimbolton. And the cadets up very shortly. Micromax, Honda 200s and the Water Swift Restricted. Sebastian Behrman will lead them away from Logan Baker, Teddy Higgs, George Climo, Oliver Dawson on row 3 with Harry Knight, Claire McGill, Josh Cook. Row 5 is Dian Singh Bahal, Arthur Farrow, Joseph Cox and Darren Dimitrov on row 6, Albert Farrow, Lucian Smith on row 7, Luke Millward and James Roots on row number 8, Maria Roberto, Harry Radcliffe, Finley Beals, James DeVroe, and then the Hondas, Lou Williams-Mabs in the Water Swift Restricted class, Elliot Bourke, Jackson Heath, Theo Hamilton, George Wheeldon, and Sawyer Henderson rounding out the cadets field in the Honda 200 class. So here we go. Sebastian Behrman leads them away into the first corner, number 37. Takes the apex, and round the outside though, I think that may have been Logan Baker. Yes, indeed it is. So Logan Baker takes the lead round the outside. An impressive move there on Behrman, who immediately fights back as they make their way, as the Honda 200s get underway. Very close start. Somebody gets pushed onto the grass. But Sebastian Behrman immediately, I think that was the number 42 that went for a bit of gardening there. That was Albert Farrow. But the driver okay gets back onto the circuit and can continue with the race. Look at this. It's nose to tail here. Very close start to the race here. As the number 83 now moves into second place, George Climo. So a bit of shuffling of the pack there on that first lap. And I think it looked like Logan Baker got the Derek's corner all wrong there and dropping a few places down to 8th position behind the O-plate holder of Josh Cook. So Sebastian Behrman, the cousin of the 2025 Formula 1 driver, of course, Ollie Behrman leads, or led I should say now is the operative word, because George Climo is our third race leader. Plenty of action here. And that looked like it was going to go wrong there, number 44. That's Lucian Smith's been pushed onto the grass in that battle with Chloe McGill. Now, Smith has managed to get the kart back onto the track at least, but that's bad news for Lucian Smith, who's one of the, you would say, one of the top-rated drivers in this class. And now in last place, got a bit of work to do now. With just 5.5 minutes plus 1 lap remaining. The Honda 200s battling away towards the, in the separate race further down the field. Elliot Bourke from Jackson Heath in that Honda 200 race. Theo Hamilton, Sawyer Henderson and George Wheeldon. There they are with waved yellow flags going out there as the... is that number... I think that's number 65. No, 95. My apologies. Oliver Dawson that's gone into the barriers on the final corner. The Honda's going past there. So, was Lou Williams-Mabs, the Water Swift Restricted driver. 16th in the race so far. Further down, the Honda 200s charging through. There they are on the top left-hand side of your screen, with Elliot Bourke fighting with Jackson Heath, Theo Hamilton, Sawyer Henderson, George Wheeldon, and all fighting away for position as the leaders make their way down towards the first corner. Looks like a Cornish flag there, number 83, the race leader, George Climo. On the back of the overalls, there's our leaders of the Honda 200 class. They all go fighting through, looking very close indeed. And action in both the Water Swift and also the Honda 200 class, all running very closely indeed. So George Climo looking to hold on to that lead from Sebastian Behrman as they make their way down towards the first corner. There is the number 83. as the fight goes on. Oh, down the inside there goes the number 14. Nice little move there from the number 14 of Elliot Bork to going to lead the Honda 200s class. So George Climo, who's from North Cornwall, got the Cornish flag on the back of those overalls. So if you're from that part of the country, you've certainly got to put the miles in. It's quite away from Kimbolton, he would say, and he's certainly making it count here as down the inside goes Josh Cook into second place from Sebastian Behrman. And George Climo continuing to lead the way. Number 83, and still with the Honda 200s charging away. Number 14 leading the way thus far. And looking good out there, Elliot Bork. Jackson Heath and Theo Hamilton all running very close as they fight for the lead with the Honda 200s. Sawyer Henderson and George Wheeldon just a little bit further behind. Down the inside goes Jackson Heath and takes the lead. Elliot Bork just to second place in the Hondas with the number 30 of Theo Hamilton watching on, and up at the front of the Micromax here, it looks like Josh Cook has now taken the lead. So Climo drops to second, Behrman in third. Into the first corner they go. Look at the bottom right of your screen here, and you'll see that Josh Cook now looking to hold on to the lead here from George Climo, who's fighting on for second place. There's the Honda 200s fighting away in their own race further back, and they're having a very close race here. So 64, Jackson Heath powers out to the final corner. Elliot Bork on his tail, still very close to the Waters of Cart a bit further up there. There's the number 24 with a neat move there going through into the Dan Weldon corner in the midfield there. Arthur Farrow on the number 23 of Dean Singh Bahal. Singh Bahal down the inside. Nice move there from him. And he moves back into 9th position here. This battle on the edge of the top 10, all running very closely indeed. Drivers just trying to signal to each other to work together here, but don't know how much they're going to take heed of that communication between each other. Bahal has got a warning flag there, and maybe another warning flag might be going out for Chloe McGill there with a rather aggressive move on the inside, but nothing too serious there, I would say. And up at the front here, back with the number 0, of course, Josh Cook, still the O-plate holder, still continuing to lead the way. As the clock ticks down, our Honda 200 still fighting away as they make their way through Stowe Corner. This, of course, is our final heat race of the day. We're going through to the repechage races for the junior and the senior road taxes right after this. Then we move straight through to our finals. But still, this Micromax action well and truly underway here with the penultimate lap of the race now. I think you would say, 20 seconds on the clock. So next time around, they'll get the last lap board. The Honda 200s still charging away further back. And it is still the 64 of Jackson Heath that leads the way, closely followed by Elliot Bork. Theo Hamilton right in there in third. Over the line go the top three. These carts powered by the trusty old Honda 200 four-stroke engines. These are a more hopped up version, you might say, of some of the Honda engine carts that you see at the corporate karting tracks, although these engines, they are a bit more breathed upon. They're race ready, of course, they're not running all day every day, and you'll see very similar engines. They put 2 of those engines on the full-size chassis in the pro karts. Twin engine sort of not as quick, of course, as the likes of a Rotax, but they still carry a bit of speed if you keep them in the straight line. And of course, these Honda engines with young cadet drivers mean it's got a very decent power to weight ratio. Of course, when an adult's driving a Honda four-stroke engine kart, it's not the most powerful engine, but it's a very reliable engine, and it's all about keeping the momentum going. But with these young drivers, they only weigh a few stone, they really do carry a lot of speed. As at the front of the field here, taking the checkered flag, it's going to be Josh Cook, the O-plate holder, who takes the final heat win of the day. It's going to be a drag race to the line for second place. George Climo takes second from the previous winner, Luke Millwood. Sebastian Behrman in fourth place. James Roots, Maria Roberto, Dean Singh Bahal, Arthur and Albert Farrow 8th and 9th respectively. Chloe McGill rounding out the top 10. And down towards the final corner, here they come.